Welcome to another episode of Travels with Skeet. I'm Skeet, and this is my nephew,
Wyatt.
Today we are in northern New Mexico, to be more precise, Aztec, New Mexico, home to 6,800 people. The first written history of this community was in 1776 when the Spaniards came up looking for a trade route. In 1880, this was established as a trading post, and then in the late 1880s, it was established as a community.
Why is it called Aztec?
It's because of this. Aztec Ruins National Monument.
Weren't the Aztecs in Mexico, not New Mexico?
Exactly. The Aztecs were never actually up here, nor do I think they vacationed up here. It was the Spaniards who came up in the late 1700s, saw these ruins that were built in the year 1000, and they thought the Aztecs lived here. But it wasn't the Aztecs. It was the ancestral Puebloan people that built these. I am now standing on what would have been the second level of the three-story building that was the Great House. They estimate that this building had about 400 rooms in it. Now we're gonna go into the first floor. This park is rich in history, and one of the special things about it is not only do you get to see the ruins from afar, but you get to imagine what it was like being one of the ancestral Pueblans by entering the buildings. Right now we are standing in a room that may or may not have been a habitation. They don't think that all 400 rooms were used for living in. They believe that some of this area might have been used for burials and storage.
According to the brochure, the ceilings are still intact after 900 years.
Pretty cool. This area was built in two different phases. We have the west section here, which is a three-story building with about 400 rooms, and then there is the east section, which is also a three-story building with about 200 to 300 rooms. No pueblo would be complete without kivas. This park has at least 7 kivas. Kivas are usually a circular shape, though there are a few ruins south of here that have square kivas. They were community gathering spots, and they were also used for spiritual purposes. Now, my favorite thing about this park, which is unique, is you get to go inside a fully restored kiva. I'll take you in. No two kivas are alike, they're all different. But what they all do have in common is 4 pillars, these holes in the ground, and a fire pit. They also all have a place where everybody can sit along the edges. This kiva is an abnormal size. It is a great kiva. The majority of them are a lot smaller. This kiva was excavated in 1921 and was reconstructed in 1934. It gives us a really good idea of what the kiva would have looked like in the year 1000 when it was originally built. What makes this kiva special is that there are 15 rooms all along the circumference of the kiva. They're not sure what they were used for, but still pretty cool. We're in the Four Corners region, and in this region there are thousands of Native American pueblos. Some of them built into cliff faces, like the Mesa Verde Pueblo up that way, and some of them are just like this, like we find it in Chaco Culture National Park. They believe that as the population was declining there in Chaco Culture, about 50 miles from here, they started making their way up this way and increasing the population here. Using imaging technology, they've been able to show roads that connect all of these villages together. We are now done visiting Aztec Ruins National Monument, but there's more things to do in Aztec. You can try your hand at arches scavenger hunting. There are over 300 arches here in the Aztec, New Mexico region, but they're not really easy to get to. This one is called the Anasazi Arch, which is considered the most spectacular arch in Aztec, and reading reviews online, most people weren't able to even find this one. We stopped at the visitor center and got a pamphlet with some very specific instructions on it. Let me read you the directions. Turn left on County Road 2300, and then turn left at the pumping station. I think we passed like 5 different pumping stations, and it was really hard to know which one to turn at. Drive across an arroyo, and then make a left at the old petroleum sign, which actually isn't there anymore. So no real road signs, just kind of driving down dirt roads, hoping you don't get stuck and hoping you make the right turn. And if that's not ambiguous enough for you, here are the hiking directions. Look for a dead end. There will be a staircase there that will get you up 6 feet. Then hike another 200 feet. Then continue to a clearing at the face of a cliff. all of this is a cliff. There are no clearly marked trails, so good luck on your Arches scavenger hunt. When you're done exploring the Arches and done getting lost and figuring out where the heck you are, you can head back into town to get some delicious Chinese food. Well, that is it for Aztec, New Mexico. Thanks for joining us on this trip, and we'll see you next time at Chaco Canyon National Park.